Hi, and welcome to the weekly anime recommendation. We here don't talk about all-time famous anime, but rather recommend anime that sometimes don't get the rays of light it deserves. Hi, this is Sydney, hope you have a wonderful day. Let's start rolling.
I don't wanna die. Sold my soul to the devil for designer to go to hell, but I told him I don't wanna. If you know me well, then you know that.
This week's anime recommendation is 3D Girlfriend. Based off a popular manga of the same name, 3D Konoha Real Girl, better known as 3D Girlfriend, or Real Girl, is a romantic comedy anime that gives us the opportunity to look at what will happen if a high school boy shunned by his fellow classmates for being an otaku was to encounter the beautiful but badly reputed troublemaker Iroha and end up receiving a most unexpected answer to a question that he asked merely as a joke. The first episode of the series made quite the impression on me because of its unique premise of pairing an otaku with limited social skills with a popular and beautiful girl that would usually be out of his reach, and was interesting enough that I kept it on my watch list, and I'm glad that I did. Taking place in a modern-day Japan, the overall story of 3D Konoha Girl follows the life of Hikari Tsutsui, a high school student that, while kind-hearted and decent, is shunned by his fellow classmates for being an otaku, and his encounter with the beautiful but ill-reputed high school girl, Iroha Igarashi, and the surprising romantic relationship that they both embark on thanks to a daring question and a most unexpected answer. As Hikari and Iroha embark on their most unexpected relationship, both must learn to break out of the shells that they have hidden behind all their lives and learn that to find what true love is, they must first learn to accept the strengths and flaws of both their personalities and overcome the barriers that isolation in society have created in their lives. In overall, 3D Konoha Girl was an anime that I really enjoyed watching, with its main strengths being its unique premise, strong story, excellent characters, excellent voice acting, and its integration of various but related themes into the story. While the premise of having an average guy falling in love with one of the school's most popular girls is itself not unusual within the anime world, but I felt that the unique premise that the series introduced to the concept made it sound even more interesting than the base concept, something that definitely caught my interest. Within Japan, the term otaku is a derogatory term unique to Japanese that is used to label people that have obsessive interests in aspects of Japanese popular culture such as anime and manga. The negative nature that this term conveys means that people often look down on otaku and view them with suspicion, and often causing distances to form between them and the person in question. Having the main character as an otaku that falls in love with a popular, beautiful girl, I felt was an interesting premise, exactly because the lack of knowledge on basic human-to-human interactions is something that's unknown to most otaku, and seeing Hikari not only try to confront this overwhelming wall that stands between him and Iroha but make it work was something that really resonated with me. The overall story for this series, I felt it was one of its main strong points, with its focus naturally being the relationship between Hikari and Iroha after their first meeting. True to most otaku, Hikari, in the beginning, was someone that adored the world of anime and manga, and as a result, bore a distinct dislike for human girls and interactions with humans that don't share his passion, which, combined with his lack of social skills, made him an outcast within the class that he was part of. Until Hikari met Iroha, his life had always been stable and revolved around anime and his passion for it, and being able to share his passion with like-minded friends like I too. But the fortunate encounter between Hikari and Iroha resulted in the birth of not just the unlikeliest of romantic relationships between them, but also created within Hikari a desire to change his personality, and for the first time in his life, embrace the world that he had for so long been ignoring, and as a result learn what it actually means to be a human being. While the relationship between Hikari and Iroha is anything but smooth sailing, and seeing them both work so hard to overcome the many challenges, both physical and mental, that laid in their path as they try to understand each other's personalities, was something that I thought the story handled really well. But understanding comes in many forms, especially when related to love, and being able to bond and connect with your other half on an emotional level is just as important a fact that I thought the story dealt with relatively well in showing the secret insecurities that both Iroha and Hikari confronted and eventually overcome as their relationship developed and blossomed. While the development of Iroha and Hikari via their relationship was, of course, the main focus of the story, with it comes a secondary aspect that's just as important as the main one, which is how the rest of the school and their classmates and later friends view them. With few exceptions, most of their classmates viewed the couple with scorn, not understanding why and how Iroha ended up as a couple with someone like Hikari. But as their relationship develops and Hikari and Iroha's hearts start to gradually open as they overcome challenges, this sense of hatred gradually starts to vanish, as for the first time they can see that both are trying hard to overcome the many things that were holding them back. Watching the opinions and attitudes of the supporting cast of the series change as they bore witness to Hikari's evolution as a character, and seeing them gradually realize their error and become friends with him instead of hating him was something that I really enjoyed seeing, because it meant that Hikari's attempts to improve himself had succeeded. Overall, 3D Konoha Girl was a series that I really enjoyed watching, with its unique premise, story, and character development being its best points. The gradual understanding between Iroha and Hikari of the fact that love is not just about physical attraction, but also an emotional attachment to the person that you love, was something that I really enjoyed seeing, and makes you realize just how deep your love for someone can be. I would highly recommend you to check this anime out. It has 2 seasons, each season with 12 episodes, each episode stretching to 22 minutes long. It's available on Crunchyroll at the time of making this video. If you did, do press the like button and share it with your friends. We shall meet soon. Till then, peace.